Hello everyone. Today we're going to talk about these tax cuts are not for you. And I'm talking about more specifically to the original tax cuts that we had 2017, that the normal employee received about, I think, a 2 or 3% tax cut. Some small businesses received some reductions as well in tax cut, but the majority of the tax cuts in the first round went to large corporations, if you look at it, because they were still able to write off all their tax deductions in addition to having their taxes reduced to 20%, as Trump proposed. So Jeff Bezos, in the beginning of the year, or at least I've seen a video in the beginning of the year, came out bragging that his tax rate was negative 3%. And that has been since the tax cuts of 2017. I'm astonished that a lot of people are raving how great the tax cuts are. Now, I understand small businesses. This really helps the small businesses. I understand that. But I do not support the tax cuts how they currently are, where rich billionaires, we're talking about, like I said, Jeff Bezos, Warren Buffett, Bill Gates, are not putting any money into any taxes. Literally, how do you feel when you go pay your taxes out of your paycheck every pay? Or if you're a business, you're paying taxes every quarterly. The 3% of that goes to billionaires. How's that even right? That was the first one. Now, the payroll tax cut, they want to, and you can fill in the blank who's pushing this, and he pushed the first one. They want to bankrupt Social Security even quicker. If you do any research into Social Security right now, Social Security, the trust fund, is scheduled, and I've heard a range. I've heard anywhere from 2028 to 2032. And Trump wants to permanently cut people paying into Social Security, and I think it's Medicare's at the medical part of it, or Medicare, Medicaid. I get them mixed up between the social program and Social Security health benefits. So he doesn't want anybody to pay into this. So how does that help the Social Security program? Well, many people out there are like, well, I'm expecting it to go bankrupt, so why should I pay into it? It's being mismanaged. I agree, it is being mismanaged, not being properly managed. Well, why don't you just put your money in stock and invest, and why don't you do passive income by purchasing housing and renting it out to people to make money? I can tell you, I know numerous people, and these are in great places. They are doing some of these things, and they're struggling for numerous reasons. A, the economy. B, and I've already gone over in my last video why some of the tenants are really struggling. B, when these and these are in good areas, when these tenants are getting their homes back, and I know quite a few people are like this, they are not getting them back in the greatest condition. And in fact, some of these people are coming out as a loss because all the repairs that they had to do with their home is not even covered, nowhere near the amount of repair that's required, covered from their security deposit. And it's no use to taking these people to court because you're not going to get the money back. And I even know a guy that these had tenants that squatted for over a year. It literally took over a year to get them to court, get them forced out of his house. So he lost rent for over a year, and he had to pay out of his pocket because renters wouldn't pay, and all they were doing was squatting. And other thing is, if everybody did the same thing, just being, renting out homes, wouldn't that flood the market and there'd be more demand there would be more supply than there is demand. Just something to think about. But the bigger thing about this is there are people in numerous categories that A, cannot afford to invest because they don't make that much money. B, they're too late in their years to start investing, like the boomers and already people who are retired. So what are they supposed to do? I mean, because they're already expecting to cut Social Security. The last time I heard was 2032. So what are these people supposed to do? Go back to work when they're 70, 80 years old? I mean, come on, let's be realistic. But the reason they're cutting it is the same reason for the first tax cut. Because I'm sorry for going back, but the first tax cut, businesses do not expire. Their tax cut does not expire. So that means Jeff Bezos and the billionaires will never pay taxes. In fact, will receive benefits from not paying taxes, for all their write-offs, for the rest of their life until the tax code gets changed again, which is not going to happen. It's not going to happen. So here we go, and now we're looking at a payroll tax cut. Right now they're saying if the president passes it, he can only do it for 6 months or so. I'm not sure about that. But if they remove the payroll tax cut, this is going to absolutely kill the seniors and people who are coming up on retirement. And if you look at the statistical facts, 80% of Americans are one paycheck away from bankruptcy. So how can they even afford to even do any kind of passive income stream to even make it to retirement? But this is, if Jeff Bezos is already making 3% on taxes right now by paying nothing, if you remove Social Security and Medicare, he's probably paying into it, he will be making almost 20% more. So he has probably close to a 20% more profit now coming in. And that's not going to come in the means of jobs. He's not going to pour 20% more economy into the world. I can tell you that right now. And it's not going to benefit you. So while we're disputing, hey, individuals for once on unemployment got $600 a week. I think that did hurt the federal unemployment for, I think it was 4 months. They got $600 a week in this situation, which was no fault of their own. The company shut down and they had to lay off people. Now they're complaining, they got $600 a week. They should have never got this. Jeff Bezos and the billionaire should never got 3%. Now they're looking to giving them even more money. Not contributing to anything to society. And we're talking about income inequality. And nobody's even discussing this. So these tax cuts, I don't know if you ever heard it. I don't know what the term is. So what they're doing is giving a little bit of scraps over this side. So, hey, I make you feel good. I cut your taxes by 3%. Now, guess what? Now you're not going to pay Social Security. So now you're going to save 6%, right? So the normal person might save 9% in their income. But no one's looking at look over here, I'm saving you 9%. But nobody's looking over here at the long-term effects of this. And it's going to be huge. Like I said, nobody's talking about this. No one's talking about Jeff Bezos and the billionaires making 3%. And now they're going to be making at least another 15% on top of that. Homeless is going to go up. We're going to have major problems with seniors. And they're going to be even punished. They're getting punished now. If seniors are not invested in the market, you've got to take the risk. Right now you got to take the risk. you at least got to be in ETFs or mutual funds. If you're just in a savings account, you're getting murdered. Even with the low inflation rate, you're still losing money. Saving rates are absolutely ridiculously low. I mean, since the Obama administration and the Trump administration, both, they have both been getting punished because of the low interest rates. Hands down. Both markets went up under both Trump and Obama. But as you get older, you're supposed to take less risk. But now, with the current environment we're in, you have to take a risk because you're going to lose money either way. But I just wanted to say that because I know if you bring it up, I've brought this up, and the conservative side. I am a conservative. I just don't believe in making billionaires even more billionaires. I mean, making them even more richer when they're not even contributing to taxes or society here. And that's what's happening. I believe in low taxes, and I think there should be a 20% flat rate, fixed rate tax for businesses. Businesses, opening a business doesn't guarantee anything. Small businesses are definitely suffering now, and I've discussed this before. But the large corporations are making big money off of these tax cuts in the Trump administration, which is ridiculous. And by the time he gets out, your tax reduction from the first tax cut, by the end of his second term will be gone. That's right. If you're an employee, your tax reduction, I think after his second year in the second term of his office starts reducing, by the time he's out, that 3% you're saving is gone. It's increased, and in fact, I think it goes higher than what it was before he lowered it. So it doesn't matter who gets in next. And he's not going to reverse course because he can't run for a third term. He's just helping his billionaires make even more billions of dollars and not even have to pay taxes now and not have to help society with Social Security. In my opinion, I think everybody should be paying their fair share of taxes. And that's it. That's my opinion. If you like this video, please click the like button. If you have any questions, leave them below. I'll definitely answer them. And thank you very much for watching this video. Have a wonderful day.